As we speak, the night sky is experiencing profound transformations that will significantly change its appearance in the coming decades, or perhaps even sooner. What we once thought to be a stable and unchanging aspect of our cosmos is now entering a phase of dynamic evolution. These changes go beyond mere surface alterations; they will fundamentally reshape our methods of observing and understanding the universe. Leading scientists and astronomers worldwide are sounding the alarm about an impending shift in our celestial perspective. Notably, renowned astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson and other experts have collaborated to highlight that Polaris, the North Star, is about to undergo a dramatic transformation. This development is not only intriguing but also deeply concerning. Polaris, a star that has long served as a fixed point in the night sky, is approaching a loss of its stability. For centuries, this star has been an essential reference for stargazers, navigators, and astronomers, aiding in both practical and symbolic orientation. However, this once reliable guide is on the brink of a profound change that could alter our view of the night sky and the astronomical calculations we have relied on. The implications of this shift are significant in both scientific and cultural contexts. To grasp the seriousness of this potential celestial change, we must first examine the history of Polaris, which is believed to be nearing the end of its life. For generations, Polaris has been revered as the guiding star, a celestial beacon for astronomers and navigators. Historically, it has held a unique position in the sky, symbolizing constancy and reliability. Its steady presence has been a cornerstone of celestial navigation, providing an unchanging reference in an otherwise dynamic sky. Recent developments, however, suggest that this era of stability may be coming to an end. A groundbreaking study released by the Royal Astronomical Society in September 2023 has cast doubt on Polaris's future. The research indicates that the star is nearing a catastrophic event, a potential explosion that could permanently remove it from the night sky. This revelation is startling, as it suggests the loss of a star crucial to both scientific exploration and cultural traditions. Before exploring the consequences of this event, it's important to understand Polaris itself. Also known as the North Star, Polaris occupies a unique and pivotal position in the night sky, appearing almost directly above Earth's North Pole. This creates the illusion that the star remains fixed in the northern sky while other stars rotate around it. This seemingly static position has made Polaris an invaluable tool for navigation, particularly for ancient mariners who relied on it for sea travel. Polaris is part of the constellation Ursa Minor and stands out not only because of its position but also due to its moderate brightness. However, Polaris is more than just a bright spot in the night sky. It is a yellow-white supergiant, significantly more massive than our Sun, and part of a complex stellar system. This system includes 3 stars, Polaris AA, Polaris OB, and Polaris B. While Polaris appears as a single star to the naked eye, it is actually a binary system with a third star orbiting the primary pair. The gravitational interactions between these stars influence their orbits and, in turn, their luminosity and other characteristics. Any disruption in this delicate balance can lead to erratic changes in brightness, pulsation patterns, and other observable traits. Despite advancements in astronomy, scientists still do not fully understand the intricate processes governing these stellar interactions, leaving much of Polaris's future behavior uncertain. Polaris is located approximately 323 light-years from Earth, which means the light we currently see from it was emitted 323 years ago. This temporal distance has significant implications for observing stellar events. If Polaris were to explode today, we would not see the explosion for another 323 years due to the time it takes for light to travel to us. This cosmic delay means that the explosion may have already occurred, and we are simply waiting for the light from that event to reach us. Scientists base their projections on available empirical evidence, which strongly suggests that Polaris is approaching the end of its life cycle. However, due to the vast distances involved, it is possible that the star's fate has already been sealed, but its effects have not yet reached us. This highlights the challenges of studying celestial bodies at such great distances. By the time we observe significant changes, they may have happened centuries earlier. Nevertheless, these projections offer crucial insights into the potential future of one of the most iconic stars in our sky. The importance of Polaris throughout human history is immense. From ancient civilizations to modern times, the North Star has played a vital role in navigation and cultural symbolism. Its stability and near immovability close to the celestial North Pole have made it an essential tool for explorers and travelers, particularly in the Northern Hemisphere. Ancient mariners used Polaris to navigate vast oceans, relying on its steady presence to determine their direction. Even today, despite technological advancements, Polaris remains a critical reference point in astronomy and navigation. Beyond its practical use, Polaris holds deep symbolic significance in various cultures. In some traditions, the North Star represents constancy, steadfastness, and permanence. It has been seen as a guiding light both literally and metaphorically in the ever-changing night sky. Unlike other stars that rise and set, Polaris has been a constant presence, symbolizing reliability in an unpredictable world. However, recent observations have raised concerns about Polaris's future. Its behavior has become less predictable than in the past. Recent years have seen Polaris exhibiting deviations from its usual patterns, with irregular pulsation cycles puzzling scientists. Normally, stars like Polaris follow a predictable pattern of brightening and dimming, but Polaris has recently shown erratic cycles with unexpected brightness variations. These changes have alarmed the astronomical community, as such behavior often indicates that a star is nearing the end of its life. The irregular behavior of Polaris aligns with what scientists have observed in other stars nearing their final stages. The increasing duration of its pulsation cycles, previously consistent, suggests that the interactions within the Polaris system are becoming more chaotic. Although these changes may seem minor, such as a 4.5% increase in pulsation duration, they are significant to scientists. These fluctuations could provide clues about the underlying processes driving the star toward its eventual demise. Some astronomers believe that the gravitational forces between the stars in the Polaris system could be responsible for these fluctuations, affecting the star's atmospheric conditions and pulsation patterns. However, not all experts agree with this explanation. A growing number of scientists suggest that Polaris may be on the verge of a supernova, a massive stellar explosion marking the end of its life. This theory is supported by Polaris's behavior, which resembles that of Betelgeuse, another prominent star in the Orion constellation. Like Polaris, Betelgeuse has shown dramatic fluctuations in brightness, leading to speculation about an impending explosion. Betelgeuse's behavior has garnered significant attention, with experts warning of its inevitable end. NASA has taken an interest in Betelgeuse's anomalies, expressing concern about a potential explosion that could create a spectacular astronomical event visible from Earth. While NASA has not issued similar concerns for Polaris, the unusual behavior of both stars has prompted astronomers to monitor them closely. Betelgeuse's potential supernova is being extensively studied, as it could provide valuable insights into the life cycles of massive stars. Despite Polaris's erratic behavior, no official announcement from NASA has been made regarding increased monitoring. Nevertheless, astronomers remain vigilant, as stars like Polaris and Betelgeuse are in the final stages of their life cycles and are prime candidates for further study. All stars undergo a complex evolutionary process. When newly formed, stars are relatively dim and cool. As they progress, they enter the main sequence phase, characterized by nuclear fusion in their cores. This phase is marked by stability and can last billions of years. Once a star's hydrogen fuel is depleted, it expands and becomes a red giant. During this phase, its temperature and brightness increase dramatically, eventually leading to a supernova explosion when the star can no longer maintain its structure. If Polaris were to undergo a supernova, the event would be visible from Earth, creating a spectacular display that could outshine the Moon and become one of the most prominent objects in the night sky. This dazzling light show could last weeks or months before gradually fading. The explosion would also temporarily alter our perception of the constellations, as Polaris is part of Ursa Minor. The familiar star patterns associated with these constellations would be briefly disrupted by the supernova's brilliance. Despite the potential for a breathtaking light show, there is no need for concern about our safety. Polaris is located about 323 light-years away from Earth, meaning that even a supernova explosion would not pose any direct threat. The energy from the explosion would dissipate long before reaching